highlighted, Raghavir Prime News, that it was a national security issue. At this point in time, can you solidly link Mr. Prasad to any wrongdoing?
The word you use, link, would not be used by me. I would say to you that this matter is a matter of national security, as I said. I've said the last time we spoke, I did say to you, it is a former member of parliament that is under investigation. But in terms of link, I would not use such a phrase, I would not use such a word, because what we're doing is gathering evidence at this point.
What specifically are you investigating? Is this a specific report of wrongdoing? I think that's...
It's a report of alleged bribery and perhaps some movement of gold from the state of Guyana.
Is that in any way, sir, is that alleged transaction linked in any way to vote in parliament as part of your probe?
Links and so on will not be determined by me. What we're doing is gathering evidence.
But are you seeking to link that evidence to the possible vote in the House?
I won't make any statement in regard to that. I'm saying, following a report, we have caused an investigation to commence. It's still ongoing. At the conclusion of that investigation, we will seek legal advice in that regard.
Michael Jordan from Kaiser.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Chandas is candidates. Let's assume that you do find some connections that you can charge me. Can he be brought back? Can he be extradited?
If it becomes necessary, if we are advised to seek extradition, we will so do.
But have we ever done it? Have we ever done it successfully?
I'm sure there is currently an extradition treaty between Canada and Guyana. And if that necessitates, we will so apply to have it done.
Have any statements been taken, and if so, how many?
There have been a number of statements taken, and as I said, it is a spiral investigation. Whatever comes up, we're following those leads.
Could you say if any additional member of, or any member of parliament would have also given statements in this investigation without naming?
I don't plan to name persons for obvious reasons. I prefer not go there. As I said, we've taken a number of statements.
What member of parliament? Any member of parliament?
I wouldn't comment on that, please, sir, respectfully.
Or mostly news source. I saw you said you're probing the movement of gold out of Guyana. We've been hearing about plans to purchase gold so far. Are you seeing evidence that gold was in fact shipped out of Guyana?
I'm saying it's an allegation. I did not say that it was actually done, but there's an allegation that something pertaining to gold, plans to move gold out of Guyana. I have not said the word exportation. I did not say that.
Is a plan a criminal offense?
See?
Is a plan in this context a criminal offense?
Well, plan can be part of, once you, let me tell you, a criminal offense must have actus reus and mens rea. Once both are present, it is a complete crime.
Although he might not have actually completed the transaction.
I'm just saying actus reus must be present together with mens rea. That is when a crime is complete. And it does not to be determined by the police. That's to be determined by the legal person we will submit our reports to.
Sir, you said that you're probing bribery. Bribery in relation to what exactly?
I would not go there again. As I said, this is a sensitive matter. I do not wish to have a media frenzy with this issue. Please.
But you called a press conference.
Yes, I did. I did. But I do not necessarily have to respond to what you put to me. What I'm saying to you is what we're doing. This is a matter, is an ongoing investigation. It's not I'm being defensive about anything. I did held a press conference because based on the question you were calling me, I said all you will come together and we'll deal with these issues.
How far along are you with the investigation?
In terms of completeness,
Yes.
I can't say that, you know. What I can say, we've gone in a significant way. And I can say this. If we were to compare what I've read so far and what we've had, there may be reasons for us to need to speak with Mr. Prasad. That much I will say at this point.
Sir, and could you confirm that you have held discussions or you've interviewed the police force that have interviewed gold dealers? And could you say whether or not the police force would have also confiscated evidence from those gold dealers as part of this probe?
I will not mention about confiscation. I know we we interviewed a few dealers, gold dealers, as part of this investigation.
Any corroboration?
There is corroboration.
Do you have a deadline where we should want to complete this investigation?
No, ma'am.
Minister,
We try to have that as soon as practicable.
Minister Ramjakan has indicated that based on a call from Vice President Sidney Alikar, he had related some information to you. Could you confirm that at this stage, and is Mr. Ramjakan the person who made the report?
Well, I would not necessarily respond to that in terms of whether that's the internal matter between myself and the Honourable Minister. If he said that, well, he must know what he's saying. I would not get involved with whether he spoke to me and whatever it is and so on.
How do you respond to comments from some quarters about this being a witch hunt against Mr. Prasad?
Witch hunt?
Yes.
I don't know about anything. What I can say, what we're doing is an investigation based on a report made to the police. That's what we're doing. I don't know anything about witch hunt.
Have you been able to establish whether any monies were paid?
We have not, in terms of monies paid and so on, like I'm saying, what we have are statements which embodied certain things that they would not disclose for obvious reasons. We cannot say about monies, we can't say about this, we can't say about that. Understand it. If I were to say those things that you were asking me, I can be highly prejudicial with this matter. I don't intend to do that. This man, the person we are investigating, he is innocent until proven guilty. And I would not be prejudicial with this investigation. This is an impartial investigation we are undertaking. So please respect that.
How do you hope to interview Mr. Prasad?
How do we?
How do you hope to interview Mr. Prasad?
I did say prior, and I'm saying again this morning, if it becomes necessary for us to have a request made for him to return to Guyana, we will do so. He gets here, say what?
For the purposes of reviewing it?
Of course, if that becomes necessary, we pursue that.
The Public Security Minister admitted that Special Branch might have missed a few things since as part of its modus operandi. It is expected to gather, to do analysis and so on.
I did respond to that earlier, and I did say that's the internal matter. As you know, Special Branch is the intelligence arm of the Guyana Police Force, and matters of intelligence nature is not to be disclosed publicly.
Given his statements, any change in the operations or the posture at Special Branch?
Again, sir, matters pertaining to Special Branch or any intelligence arm is not to be disclosed publicly.
So you think it was wise that the Public Security Minister would have said what he said?
Please ask the Public Minister that, please, sir.
So based on the evidence that you have collected so far in the matter, is that evidence leaning towards a possible crime being committed?
I did say I don't want to be prejudicial. I would not make such a statement. Let me tell you something. I did say it's an impartial investigation. We are not seeking to manufacture anything. Whatever it is that we obtain in our efforts, that will be submitted. We're not seeking to, in any way, manufacture nothing. Whatever is given to us is being taken and we submit for legal advice. The advice given to us, we respond to it.
With regards to the gold, what would be the crime there? What would be the crime you're investigating with regards to the gold, specifically? The purchasing of the gold, the effort to move the gold out of Guyana, the movement of the gold out of Guyana?
I did say movement of gold out of Guyana. I wouldn't say further. And just understand me. Let's say we obtain advice in a week's time or 2 weeks' time. I will either make a press statement through my PRO, or I will subsequently make another press statement. Or I will call you together and we have another discourse. There's no intention for us to hide anything. We're not hiding anything, but this particular investigation must be seen as it is. It is a sensitive one.
Why is it sensitive?
As I said to you, I did answer that question prior. You asked me that question. I did say, no. I am going to answer. I'm going to answer once again. You did ask me that question when we last spoke, and I'm going to answer it again. It is a matter, it is sensitive because of the nature of the allegations and whom the allegation is being made against. Before I wouldn't be mentioning anything about that.
So, Commissioner, just for clarity, you had earlier told us that this is a matter of national security. This morning you were saying it is linked to the possible...
I never said anything but linked. I never said linked. Please do not do that. I never mentioned anything but link.
Sir, you said this morning the investigation is about the movement or the purchase of gold.
I said this matter surrounds.
Right.
This
So
matter
then
surrounds.
How is that associated with a matter of national security?
I would not explain that. I've said enough in that regard. I've said enough in that. Please respect that.
Commissioner, what would you constitute as a matter of national security?
A matter such as this one.
Can you just break it down?
I don't have to break it down, ma'am. You can do your research and you can determine as a matter of... I said, madam, please, it's a sensitive matter. Any developments will be made public, either through my PRO or by myself, through another press conference. Please respect that.
Sir, has there been any evidence to say that gold was actually moved illegally from Guyana to...
I've answered that question prior, sir.
Any?
Can we ask questions apart from this?
No, this press conference is specific to the... I did say that.
Sometimes, that is-
You don't get me?
Two questions.
Yeah. What is it? What's it?
Yes, the Ali with the allegation of being robbed and the allegation that he was doing a drug transaction. What is the position with that investigation?
Initial action was made against that officer. He has since been removed from his original post, and the matter is still on investigation.
Has he tendered his resignation?
I am unaware of that.
Could you say when he was removed from his original posting?
Sometime, when was that?
Immediately when
Because I saw a police statement with list of officers, sub-divisional officers, and he's still listed in an updated list.
That list being there, that might be an oversight, but as far as I'm told, he has been removed. And procedurally, it's a policy of the force, and allegations as such, we can't have an officer continue to work in that area. That's an ongoing policy. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, sir. In a case like this, bribery against Mr. Charnas, a case, just could you help me along with the process? When an accusation is made, is it normal for you to not interview the alleged accused? And just for clarity, is it normal that you interview other people before him, or I'm trying to understand like why haven't you?
Let me tell you this. This much I will say to you. Each investigation turns in its own merit, and the merit is based on the facts of each matter. You hardly will find two matters with same facts and same events and things like that. So therefore, each have its own merit.
So, sir, why is this particular case different?
I never said anything about difference. You want me to say anything about difference, ma'am? I didn't.
Merit.
I said each case, each investigation has its own merit, and that's factual.
Why is this one not like the
Any other question, please?
Yes, could you say what is the position with ASP? That's on the thing.
As I said, this is a specific matter pertaining to Mr. Charandas Prasad. I called a specific press conference. I did allow another question about an officer. I don't intend to continue with this.
Sir, was the police asked to provide security for Mr. Prasad on the night or the morning of the 21st of December?
I did. That aspect, the Honorable Minister of Public Security did contact me, and I did say to him that we are willing to provide security for anyone who there's a perceived threat.
Was it security for him to leave the country? Was it security at his home?
I will say provide security.
As it relates to Mr. Charnas' possible return, he has expressed concern about security. If he has to return to Guyana, can you assure him that there is no concern to be there? welfare that he will be.
Is the force capable of keeping Mr. Charandas safe once he returns?
The Guyana Police Force is and will continue to be the premier law enforcement body in this country.
What do you say to the opposition leader who does not believe that the police force can do an impartial investigation into this matter?
I did say from the outset of my statement here this morning that the police force has and will continue to do an impartial investigation. That much I will say.
What can you say to assure the opposition leader that it is indeed?
I will repeat what I said. This is an impartial investigation. Mr. Ramlakan?
Commissioner, can I have one question outside of this, please? One question. One question, please.
No, sir. We'll speak subsequently.